Now President Donald Trump and that infamous phone call with Ukrainian President Zelensky are at the center of history. And I wanted to know, what do these hearings happening on the Hill right now really mean?
He could be in the building. We don't have any indication whether that's a yes or no, but I do remember watching that go up. And even as soon as that went up, the crowd erupted into cheering and applause, just indicating to them that they know that we are getting a little bit closer to hearing from the president. But the proposed cuts are included in both the House and the Senate plan, and Whitmer, she wants a slight raise for the AG's office. Republican Party leaders, Democratic Party leaders, obviously falling on different sides of this debate, but they both tell me it's motivation heading into 2020. Last week, Governor Gretchen Whitmer proposed the new 45-cent gas tax increase, and all of that extra money generated from when you fill up your gas tank goes into the new Fixing Michigan Roads Fund. And here's where it gets a little tricky. That new revenue from the pump would be distributed to roads that need it most. 47% goes to interstates and other freeways, 30% for major local roads, 14% for smaller roads, and so on.
Transportation budget this year has $2.4 million less than last year. How can we justify that when we have such a big road funding problem in the first place?
Yeah, so part of the reason that we are in this problem is because there's not been courage in the Capitol.
Do you believe that you would have done some of the things that you are accused of doing?
Certainly, I probably would have given better judgment towards the whole thing, but...
So a lot of the people here are asking, what will it take for a Democrat to win in 2020? Well, I asked Senator Bernie Sanders about it, and take a listen to what he said. How do you get people, especially in Detroit and other urban areas across the state, to get out and vote?
Excellent question. All right, and that is why I, with all due respect, happen to believe I'm the strongest candidate.
All eyes on Michigan in 2020, according to Vice President Mike Pence anyway. The campaign-style speech really firing up the crowd, relying on President Trump's record as reason for re-election. The scenic and historic Mackinac Island getting an historic visit from Vice President Mike Pence, delivering a hyper-focused election-style speech to a packed room, all with one message.
I mean, the truth is, it's not going to be enough for us just to win the next election. We've got to win the next generation.
The college experience, football games, tailgates, homework, and debt.
Student loans,
and I'm still trying to figure those out.
According to Forbes, in 2018, 44.2 million Americans have student loan debt. For some students at Western Michigan University, student loans combined with a few scholarships are the only reason they're on campus.
because I wouldn't be able to pay for it.
The next exam isn't the only thing weighing on these students' minds. When you graduate, are you worried about paying those back?
Yes, this is just my junior year, so I still got more years to go, so I know it's going to be like double, maybe triple.
You get emails at the beginning of every school year telling you how much you owe.
These kids aren't the exception, they're the norm. At Michigan State University, Val Myers, Associate Director in the Office of Financial Aid, says out of the 55,000 students on campus, 35,000 Spartans are on financial aid of some kind. With so many applications coming in for aid, Myers says it's critical the financial aid department stays vigilant, looking for potential fraud.
Most of our families are honest. Most of them are just trying to do the right thing.
Myers says MSU has 20 students who applied for financial aid that are independent. She says the university pulls court records to ensure the situation is legitimate. Following that Illinois situation, MSU checked twice.
We looked at 2 years worth of data and we did not find anything.
I asked the University of Michigan about its process of ensuring legitimate guardians, and I got this statement. It says in part, quote, our financial aid process would include seeking information from the student about their reason for pursuing this legal status. These financial woes are real. I asked you to tell me your stories, and I got a few emails that I want to share. One coming from Corey Dean Jr. He tells me, when I went to Grand Valley State University, I would donate plasma to help pay for some bills. It equated to about $300 a month. I got another story from a guy named Josh who's heading into his 4th year at Alma College. He says his family is unable to help co-sign for a loan, and each semester he doesn't know if he'll even be able to go back. And this service brought some of the biggest political heavyweights. We had former President Bill Clinton, Congresswoman Maxine Waters, civil rights icon and activist Reverend Jesse Jackson, and several more. And all of these people coming together today saying one thing, that John Conyers fought for equality throughout his entire career.